Atachin kot missing chitab kalenjin naman ko ketesiet neigere en inguni ko nebo Kass TV. Lekibwone en oret noton nebo agenge en agenge. Ibwat kole maibo kamung'et en tai koamuan tor kemiten studioitab raini ak MP noton nebo Embu Digir ine ko Joanna Ngeno nekakomuch koit studio en betut noton nebo raini. Karibu sana mheshimiwa en ketesiet noton nebo Kass TV.
Asante kabisa.
Kongoi amun en tokset kora nekemuch iyan en very short notice ikana tugul. Ngetaunen ano mheshimiwa, ngetaunen en inguni testai en emet ole en inguni komiten emetab Kenya laitoriat King Charles Kerigo chepyosenyin anan Queen Camilla ako komongot koimi betutab amut en komosta noton nebo kotab boror komiten amitwogik choton chebo langat ole koimuch komwa president kole en emetab Kenya kochang biik chemekurengen laitorinik anan kingpins kobaten kole en inguni ongimungin miten kityo king agenge noton neyandat. Inde akono noton mheshimiwa igere ile konyoru attention nebo konunetab emet kone kole mi ng'alek chekotesetai en ground olin. Kotokobwoti biik kole uo mara ng'alekab tuguk chemengechen kobaten kakotoi kele kokoit barak ako konar.
Netai amache ale kongoi ak amache akat bororietab kalenjin neui tugul ele mi. Nebo oeng amache ale ngeng'olole nguni komi king nebo Britain emenyon kotakomi kokanyo rutoito nekobo betusiek karibu 3-4. Rutoinyin ko kobo kitaifa, it's a national state event, state reception nekobo inegen. Rutoinyinet kora ko panganutik chechang angen ale kokobo serikali ako zaidi kohusikani ak tuguk che kerchingei serikali kole nyolu ketindoi uhusiano anan ko uhusiano nebo kibagenge en emetab Kenya ak Britain. Ak zaidi kora ko ng'alekab ripsetab kalyet amun ingen ile mi asikarik chechang chebo Britain chemiten Kenya. Nebo oeng ko ng'alekab biashara, mung'arosiek cheting'engei emetab Britain ak Kenya. Nebo somok ko tugun kora chekikere kele muche kotindo interest Britain koyai en Kenya. For example, panganutik chebo tesetab tai nebo bandab tai kou meng'otosiek anan teksosiek chekikuren Railway City neteche a new city en taonit nempya en mbaretab railway. Ako taonit nempya komiten orit tukosiek kempya kabisa chemuche at some point kokakorok komuche kou biik tugul chemiten the main Nairobi city koba yoto amun city nempya nekindoi karisiek karibu miten mbaretab karisiek karibu 250. Ko en mbarani kiteche town, kiteche railway lines, so transport system chebo town, modern transport system. Akete kora korik chenekit 5,000 houses. So en biik chemoche komeng'is en yoto, you know, in cities cheechen, especially in western countries, komenye biik town. Nato residential areas ichu kikere en outskirts chebo town ko en major cities ko kimeny biik within town. Sikomong'u chito kwo tukosiek kwalis anan kwo kapkasi akawek konyin nemakotindoi mekoinkoreni issues chebo transport ak etc. Ko town noto city noto keteken karibu for around 500 billion Kenya shillings. Ko that is one of the issues chekonyo kokere King George chebo
King Charles
chebo teksetab that is an investment between the Kenyan government ak serikalitab Britain. Akis kora kotindo interest nebo biik chemiten Kenya che leo ko meng'ik chekibo Britain chekimawek. Ingen mbarenik leo chemiten Laikipia, Naivasha, chemi areas cheu Nanyuki, meng'ik chechang kobo emetab Britain chekimatawek kingenyoru koloni amun kiyango kowal nenywan ko have dual citizenship biikab Kenya at the same time ko biikab Britain. And then of course other issues chechang ki mara ko tienge kora mara ko ng'ololjindos ak emetab Kenya en ng'alekab mbarenik chemiten. Ingen ile kitindoi mbarenik chechang chetakooneni the British government and ko British citizens in form of lease. Cheu kapchainishek leo chumiten alak Kiambu, miten alak Kericho, mi alak Bomet, mi alak Nandi. Ko agenge en issues chechang amun ingen le chai choton nguni kotakoroneni the British most of the citizens chebo Britain. Ibe chai choton komi in a state netom kikoin what we call value addition. Sikurin kialdo kubune Kenya akonyor rabinik Kenya che amotin. So those are the discussions young and all about testa. Kugomo lelen in ko ma ganyoru opportunity alak ke ngeti na mon kutienge kazi ze wara chikitendai marasaita ko mi na serious interest saidi in issues yo me. Anubuchanane ko mi bichichi ko abote kitialele ni ko yomege ana yomege kunyor ako akasitan kumanda ko age kunyor ne in real issues apart from of course ingile interest chebo emet ko bororiet ko kosir interest chebo communities. Anubuchanane ko akasita yonga ko interest chebo bororiet chebo emet ke ngalalen ngora interest chebo communities and ko bororiet. And one of the interests chekwo chakasita tanguendi chichi koibe ko mostly issues che usikone ko mbareni chu leases chu kitindai Kericho, Nandi, Bomet, ageria isi ala kimite Central Province. Kele kapjaini chu oneni bichu ana chu temisi bichu en yota akubute chai ko iba kolanda bitonin ba kyalda ne bitonin ak che value addition en bitonin. Kone keljin nenyoru biikab Kenya especially chebo areas choto chemite jaicho. So that is one of the fundamental issue ne kwa mache discuss ne ngele katome ka nguindi kingine ko report ne amat ko ko talk ngala parliament nebo Britain kele how do we have a joint venture sigure ngo benefit ni juminde ne miten Britain ko benefit na gene in mu Africa ne miten Kericho ak Bomet ak Nandi ak Kiambu. Enja jaramun chai ju maguma ke balu na magumache ke ngalalen issues to do with ke lebi choto go anden we over king no bokora ke le mara site ke management issues ke tinye issues ngalega management say that marago ko temene bi gora leu gere le gran ndo governments ko in most of the cases ko mara management issues ko inde ngwe amona da igero timbara ne ki mi bi chota ko baga ko ke mismanagement iger ochigi batu ko chigi bana kigose ne to ngumiten ko ta ko management ko management lakini tagi haven what we call a joint venture sigure ngo benefit ne bijun ke benefit ne yageje to nyolu kiyonji ngele counties jemiten chaijo amun igere nguno ne Masai Mara ulino ko most of the hotels almost all the hotels were owned by foreigners. Either Java Britain, Java US, Java Japan, Java China, Java Israel, etc. Lakini we release njibara ni che meeting in hotel hizi jota. But ngojutu ju meeting mulango ke toxin. Kulipa ni Java gate fee. Orobi ni kimatute. Ngoito hotel ke charge ni Java bed fee. Ngomangu kuba kugere tiyongi ke charge ni Java tiyongi kuba kugere tiyongi. So aho hotel ko liban agene ora taxes in airport hotel kora kuga ko liban in tukungisha so kuringumondo kunyoru rabinik ke jang counties ak kunyoru the national government rabinik ke jang che ame kora ne counties ak en tukuk che majiraja. But when you look at chai chu kibute in these states chupo multinationals ku manyuru giljin counties. In fact, in Itebi, the new county and Gapja and occupy near 10,000 and whatever amount of land. maitu 100 million every year. While mbaret nekiten mi Masai Mara kungobeku kenyit ko ka collecten county over 6 billion. 6 billion Kenya shillings. Chesiro tiongi konu en national government amun rabinik kiyoki Bomet ko mara ko 4 billion 5 billion en jambo the division of revenue. Lakini jenyoru county netindo Masai Mara ana ko netindo Amboseli ana ko ne Chumba Samburu kunyoru over 6 billion every year due to the collections nebo revenues of taxes chebo chumbek. Ko kitam ngolole mbeshole ngiyange ngolole MCS chebo Kericho chebo Bomet alenji why can't we do a legislation number county kele ngot ko ele ke raise ndo in list chebo mbarenik ana I mean those rates changilibani en mbaret kila kenyit ngot ko ele kimuche ke renegotiate na bichu en ngalekab lease so kena kele kinyoru silingata en mbarani amun teres kora ele ko kitiki hotel yosinye Masai Mara ku lease kora nebo either county government ana ko individuals en mbarani ko kitiki so liboni lease kora every year ter kotabala kitanda ne konyoru chito keliboni ter kotabala gate le kochutu chumindet konyoru kere tiongi kuliboni ter kotabala game drive kuliboni ter ako tugul ko tindo county a big share in every deductions yakimaka kukihalini ne bijo kale amonge agree as county governments and this one has to be a serious discussion in nyolo kongalalen senate agoba kongalalen MCS kele in every kilo nebo chaja namong namun you know I was doing some comparative analysis all in chibyoso jujo chuoldo ngwe gene ndonyo isi chuoldo nyanyi chuoldo cabbage chuoldo bande kumiro vini kitaxen county isn't it yes, says chigetile mara 50 shillings gunia than 100 shillings and 200 shillings
20 every day
anagele 20 every day rori je juibe bande gen oret kinyuru ko kinde beria oret why amungi magetile gen agele kuniu kata chitindo en garene and then ingot ko 100 shillings ketile kuniu ke lo en garene those are commercial activities now chai jumongwe gapjana ke commercial activities kalyangan gingengele pendi chai ju ko kyoldo ako from for example ngot ko ingericho for example kyoldo 1 kilo ana kyolen 1 kg chebo private tea owners kyoljinen mara 30 shillings a kilo ko kesho mengele okot ngomite kapchain inoto ngot ko multinationals ko mara ko 30 shillings yes lakini gurugumure Mombasa lebo keyachinen auction ko siling ata a kilo it is over 200 around 250 shillings per kilo from 30 shillings to 250 shillings per kilo okotom kiyochi any serious value addition kurgupo kiyochi value addition anye asikyalda anye in Britain kekure Lipton tea ana kekure whatever kind of tea ko kiyochi tukuk ngijane akobo kyoldo kora beit age ne ter ne kuri ni bare kera kilo ko ngolole ngale kimokimo so my question was ngut ko bokwaldo jiji e Mombasa 250 per kg kuni ndoko kingolole ngile ngap ka 30 shillings en ireyu ketil weche in county a kilo even 20 shillings per kilo siko 50 kukurguite Mombasa ngobokwaldo 250 kukurgonem transport kungetin at least karibu 150 shillings by kg che profit what is wrong in Dotile County 20 shillings per kg namangu atatani je kimongu in estate kila betu che mondo ako nam kityo county konde way bridge every gate exit gate nabo kapjaen ngonyo goti je rorize goride ni kityo kole tanishek ata rorini akisto teawit kunget chebo chai kemurit kele kiloishek ata chekamanda en yon ako reflecten en office of governor finance department kele kamanda rorini loe tanishek kiten lole chebo chai siling ata ko 20 shillings per ton in the end of the year kumuche collecten county nebo Kericho alone not less than 3 billion through that one not less than 3 billion that 3 billion koe tukuk kemakimwa teche sipitalishek teche ortinwek teche sukulishek kemakimwa imuche kokoi lagok scholarships abroad but you see what we are doing now king tebye kityo sikelele na kilenjin in multinationals ko CSR kobo only 50 million in a whole year and in a lifetime that is not something you know, that is a discussion ndako wakichop ki crafting komie
ani mheshimiwa mgemwa ile korongal kora ki MCS amun mu ko chamwa tutik MCS asikomu komukta tawaten tangurirtoi no kora mengi kole uono kwe konan obole ngomian osisike anan otau topikit neu noton akopiken komie kabisa kele kimoche kakeme kun au osisike konan kolen bichu anan nan komomi en kibagenge anan nan ongalale bichu turonjin tukal chiterter
problems yemi ko nekito eng somok. Problem number 1 ko ngoyaven bichu discussion anon ko bichu multinationals yo ngome ne ko boisien gide wore divide and rule. You get it? Igere bulono gilele ne ot korong ko ime mashinishek kumakimwanye mana lakini kokosi bichu kole this is a serious talk. Kiboisien kora divide and rule. Kurilo kage picken some people kongalala against that idea. Get divided big or only with something well, it dies off. Now okay, but picking this topic me myself I believe or ndongu reason amun MCAs are allowed by law to chop legislation never levies revenue collection. They are allowed. There is only a standard number we see let's manual is this amount but the law allows them kulle kimaje reason revenue chekitile ningwe chekitile bande chekialdo jambo commercial chekitile ni ngut kitile zikiriet en oret iwe age kotil ses kuliam kitile zichumindet en oret kotil agles. What is the problem? Tell me what is the problem? Yeah, mo lamet kurgeitu jambo lamet ku janyo ke bi manien oliep kilkilio way bridges. Let's talk about products chebo commercial use chebo kyoldo chebo mong empowerment chebo mong ingiricho okay go chito receipt sukuru ngumi oret ulingu bordo the receipt noto kole in ka atel ses usinye chebo kiricho. What is wrong with that? But you see the problem go go lenjin picken and divide and rule age boisien go kotor kora ibare ger ko mami chito nto ma ngalalen. Senators at the same time, this is an area nendo invest in senators amun nani gas kele ko introduce a bill in Senate nebo tesetab beitab chaik. Good. That is good. Tesetab beitab chaik chebo raia jumbo individuals. But when are we going to have a senator never introducing a bill kole kimoche ke reason revenues from entity chimongwen multinational when
anakot kitake so man to reason
amut ko reason ko unti nebo Narok. In fact it is in the news today ko reason kole from today henceforth ko ko reason chekitilen an individual person in Ichute Gate who has complained ngono ko kotin nobody ngab jumindet ko manyu ko ger tiongi ko kinu ju ko pa jai jumindet ko moy ko jai yeah so in ile ko reason ko ngazo ko joni 20 shillings per kilo nebo kwoldo 250 shillings. What is that? That is nothing. Yeah. So it is time ko nget one senator ko raise that issue in Senate ko legimaje anago ko empoweren MCAs ko raise those issues.
Mheshimiwa tos kimwa ngalal
apart from
ko kondoik asige abwan noton nebo rutoito nebo King Charles mo ngal kondoik chebo South Rift ak chebo North Rift amun boldos talae ko bolia ko tindo press conference changen wiki ko mwa kole ngonyo ga ager ko mwa gavana nebo Kericho bitab Ryan kole kimoche konyo gat kobaten ko be kasarta yor ngwere Mombasa ko mongolo ko wong rutoito nyang emetab Kenya.
That is one of the issues chiko mwa lele ni one of the issues ku nombo chai lease number marene relationship number Britain or Kenya in terms of that trade. The second issue ko injustices, historical injustices cheki visiting on our people in whatever level. You hear people talking about Mau cheki ba a certain region.
Yes.
Kimo region in not na ni kitino Mau. Kina mo cheki baron mekatalili wa Menza. Cheki habo yete Limbo coast line in on ko tai go nyogo mangu go togo su liep central. Ko ge habo yete changi magmo en. Ngobar mondo en reu ko nyogo sip ko sign an agreement Nairobi li mazaya gigi menyereu go telenana ko ger ko lewo borione ko sip ko wanji ni jago le wone jimbare no bage menye ke bogo ko no niem Nairobi ko magi ko maba ko pa Limbo Narok li no Kajiado lakini kingo itita our area koba ko fighten mau che matinot ko kimokikoi kainet kekure mau ko ki fighten biik kibek chemokimwoe che kindochin at some point koitalel arap Samoei and the other side ko kindochin biik cheu okot Meny arap Kisiara bichu kikibar en boryon. In fact mi che kikibar en sotik 1000 people che kibek en sotik che kikibar en lainit ni kimi koitalel en ele kiyoen boriet koitalel mpaka koitalel inendet mwenyewe ko kikibar koitalel ak biik kyik cheto kikuren ministaek kyik advisors che kichechik ak biik chechang nemakimwoe over 1000 che kibek en yoto lakini mami any compensation nekikeng'alalen akobo bichuto amun we continuously talk about it as a history lakini mami betut nekikikochi attention kele bichu ko kinyolu kekompensaten ak nesire tugul artifacts chekikoi bichu ak metoikab biik amun ki metitab koitalel kiamiten besio celebration nekibo 119 years nekibo koitalel Samoei and one of the issues ikiraisen bichoto kikole ndamukose kekonech opportunity kemwoen ak echek but you see on such a state function bichoto kitu what they managed kunyor ko ki invitation to the king's banquet
yes alo
the state banquet kuba kwamis kityo king but they could not manage to tell the king anything nenda kiabwa ana ale lingia kina samenyu kale ndakamwose ko ingele kito kibure leadership but you see at times ko mara ko makitinye time leaders yeah nubuch ko kinyolu kibur as leaders akiyumura issues chekitinye biik yok akikoito as a memorandum even if it means even though ngot ko failen kosomanji kikoito as memorandum akelenji these are the wishes of the people of this country number one ko biik chekikibaren biik chetupcho tilionutik kwak anan ko biik kwak sigik kwak kikoitalel ak chechang mi nebo Kipsigis nekibore Koilegen mi nekibore chechang chekikibar mi chekikibar chekonorotin ot en Nyeri makingen kele kikonoren ano che up to date ko makingen kele miono borwekwak makingen kele miono metitab koitalel makingen kele miono bortab alak okot koitalel I mean okot Kiboikut okot ngo chekikibar chekibo Kipsigis nobody knows where their bodies are mwala kole mi Nyeri lakini tom ko thinge ji kole kibor okot Dedan Kimathi himself nobody has known where his grave is ako matinot kelen those issues ko motorin zaidi ko motorin yenjeba amun ngomaker chito kokaki okot nda kakile kasirta chito ama kinyor borto vice kesachen ot beek kele alaji chito beek kisibi mpaka ele bocha inusiek akikoi ot even 2 weeks ana a whole month kecheng amu makoi koik settle biik kotor koker chito nywa kakikonor kakiyaita those people are very important to their families ak at the same time kunyolu ko significance nebo compensation ana konyoetab kat kukakiwek tuguchoto kituno en Narok kimi kora celebration nekibo family en Narok nekikakibaren akine chito neki part of those like bonds akeiben tuguk kikiib ngoroik ak kalokutik chombo Maasai lakini kitun konyor chito en one of the museums in England akoib koteb korong kole kibo ng'o tuguchu kin kotatun kesich family chekibo koib ine koteken as a responsibility konde ndege tuguchoto anyokoandenda to the family akole echek chekibore chich aya okimokiib chichoto kibar ina akekonor en yoto lakini kinyokolipan kikompensate families choto kukoi every nini lakwet nebo koyoto 40 cows those are the issues chengo kimakisettle family noto akui oin kokakinyokeande nobo these artifacts that is one of the issue nekonyolu kora kereisen before the king leaves this country asi kora ngwendote kongen kole compensation nebo biik yok chekikibar there is another issue nebo biik chekikotorokonen en Nandi kobwa Kipsigis chebo Talai chekinyokobur en Kipsigis kidogo kora kenyokiyum bichu akimut koba Kwasi akimut alak koba Mfangano akobo facing kabisa kiu concentration camp nekiyokiyumchi Israelis en Germany ak Russia kotatun kityo kobo keweku bichu kewe kora koba up to date kotom kai konyor any compensation you can imagine a whole community. Ne mengishe most of them, almost 80% of them go to live in yes quarters. Well, indigere legi mondo enjumbe pichu. Kumi chai kabisa chinyo lile nche marda de jagororo ne. Jishongo ni zile ne. Ndoko kinimjim pichu a portion of this land. We settled agaje. What is wrong with that? Kugino chukobo nandi kiki pakaja gaje without imbarene kungu nugumi imbarene killoy nugumangenji ole tatunge menye anamage I will live in Vijota headquarters. Those are issues in your address and those are historical injustices. Kiki address any issues until the whole family was compensated billions of money. These are issues in your logo raising or our leaders. The knowledge is not lost. We can combine both governors, Chibogiricho, Chibonandi, Arungala, and Aguna written memoranda. The king.
Professor Paul Chepkwony Timbule to through the blessings chebo county assembly che itaban chepkondo almost 100 million kelge boisien kobaten wongi to koilet no tan mugitam gomangu chongida biik ab emet yami tuyosen gibor wala mi maget ne ristos biik ole ye kut ko boisien orana genyor toretet ko nge boisien netet kiitlet noton en oret ne magikuitosen nguna mugimwa gavana nebo Kericho wala marasibi laini noton agwono kobe kunoto kityo matege ne kele kiitono kikoisib gavana agotos tagiaine agoto giai konegen.
Kia Gavana of Kericho in to some extent. What I may not understand to what extent. Like in there is a time he tried. Kutotungia bagezi, kutotungia igezi in England. But more ujikiti ole gibe kiano gezi not. But he tried. Kumine ora shortcomings in so many other issues. Jingolo lengelelen. Wangi man, wangi liane, wangi tono gezine. But if it was to be given the right attention, wongi kibo dispute in ki dispute in Barred negilelingi ki own in Britain. Agulegi menye biki ogre uta agundo mo se compensate mbijuta ki mondo in Barred, which is true. But I don't know, I like it that is not among more monkey manda timbilwet go mother is not. But you see, the best approach, apart from Kugimaji compensate which I would have if it was me, because picture to go Kericho County, Bomet County, but on edge, Joga massively. Jiguri and Kingi, big and Barry and Jugi Mandabi, who might be a rate or target squatters against Limbo. Limbanaroga, Kogi gave a Kogi bor. But the remedy, you can take the route of compensation. You can also take the route of but the most fundamental one, now the best route. How we can both benefit. Yes. Benefit as long as good, for example, collect and revenue and enough revenue, 3 billion per year in every county would go collect in Arab, I mean, Palmet, collect in Kericho, collect Nandi. That amount is more than compensation. Yes. 3 billion is more. Mamundogir working in which you mara malevana 10 billion, and it will be a one-off. But with every year collection about 3 billion, 3 billion could to the communities. The cottage gulish, cottage universities, cottage vital, cottage or the way, cottage kurebe, kotaka to big in every village, every home, last mile. That is better than a compensation or one-off. So I would advise an all and the me route get again in this revenue. But in families get seriously affected. Those families you have you can easily chase the issue, the idea of compensation.
Those could endeavor barainda mheshimiwa ingage machkia daga monitab chaik ni yigochi kityo bororiet 15%. Amun kipchia kora kandoik en kasaratan kiyonji ng'al kola chachunga yan ko chemenye kapchain orit kewirge ngalek chechang. Tos kikonyoru boroindo ni kararan en kasaratan amwa wale mat kikone 15% onge toboto ngono kengalal kele kakit ndaiton terkel kakit 15%.
manyoru kandoik magiyai korong kit nebore public participation and ngandan mara kioldoishe bichoto in a hurry mara sait age kikuren kikoim chai anan kikoim biik which of course I don't see it as an issue kele kikoim biik these people are making a lot of money it is not an issue nekilelen anan kakebulchi saiti kole after all mi faida chai in fact if you look at the foreign earner for this country ko number one ko agriculture and in that agriculture the biggest earner in that agriculture kuti the amount of revenue I mean the amount of money jenyoru Kenya and export of tea is billions it is billions of money so it is not something nekilelen amon ndakanyoru hasara the government ngokoito chai koba bitanini kotokikuren isin mami rabinik kikenyoru but you see it is the largest earner in agricultural sector that means kinyolu ke have a very deep conversation and I think it is time also we look at such issues those are our inheritances so that is our community inheritance when such things happen kunyolu go in the attention it deserves amatata getegen kityo kuwongilelen in after all kumami nekeyobo chai kikisign an agreement in after the promulgation of the constitution gele 100 years so let's wait for the 99 years to end as kengalalen what to happen kimoche kora kiyonjine ngele okot yomoche kwalda chito nemoe kwalda ko involve in the community because that estate komiten trust land ko trust land belongs to the county governments it is managed by the county governments in trust of the people not on their behalf it is managing in trust or on behalf of the people of that county so anything nikimoche keyai about that land if it is succession if it is transaction if it is transfer the community has to be involved which of course in that sense go community go county government but the county government speaks on behalf of the community that means before you take any step you do what we call public participation public participation ko maraja kule are we able to purchase enju kimoe kialda hii kuko to moalde and how transfer at least to another person kakarite bene yoron ngumagimuja because you know one way or another we can still own it as a community we can buy shares when you look at most even Safaricom people have bought shares ndio ibarosto gele kimoje kikoito shares jetengule ngotko 50% and 100% about the whole of this lease what do the community say you give a notice of 90 days if they are interested parties chimoche ko buy shares which shares about these tea estate you submit your tender and I think ndakika ki advertise nguno kukimuche kubur communities kimuche kubur counties akomwa kole chito nemoche shares yake ngap chai nene ili ko share it ko silingi kile lipan chito chemuche do you know we could as well have bought those shares even half of it yeah without necessarily kele kyalde chuminde nemi kore nekile konget 15% nyukikochi kikoi mengi what that 15% kora is still under review going through so I think we need to have a serious conversation around these tea estates a constructive conversation not a destructive one kimoche kenai kele this is also our inheritance ako kimoche kora kenai kele makui kiboko kwich keranen unless wakiranen as either in form of owning its shares ako run and management ne eche kityo kasinyon koibeche en account ile kwa siling ata shares yuwachu not necessarily ile lenye nenyo kubongoni chunye nenyo kole kungut keleweni directors board of directors keleweni the board of directors like what we normally do with KTDA lakini the management of the estates has to be by real managers che kisire on competitive on competitive grounds. So I still believe all ndamo so nyalo ke have a discussion. O nyalo ke have a discussion as a community among side that go na go give you one area. That thing is not for one area. Yeah. That year state
mi 1000 acres chike mwa kele kimache kimos ke baraite en tontab Kericho. Ko mone kora kotikiro tepsen biikab emet koroityon. Kiyemwa ko nekit ngalen ngongi mwa ile kalya maki barait kerengane. Kalya meko 500 acres. Kalya su wanga mai ko minginit akiburu wangi mache kesom kele iye kochamu kitakisipten en wangre kityo mheshimiwa. So igere ile yukimache ke barait town. Kimache ke barait kabindege. Ako kemwa ile kechokyi. Ko woni bari igere steps chikibune ko machok togol nyolndo.
Ordinarily, or in most of the issues to do with the land, me in taking a long process, long procedures. But the talk nagi on jingele ke carving out 1,000 acres for a new city, a new Kericho city. If it was to be realistic, then in that 1,000 acres, kolas magi namun not less than 400 acres. Airport, international airport. That city cannot be complete without an international airport. After all, 1,000 acres is too big for a town, for a ward, for and a town go magidishen yotis. Yeah, no more tego ori in town. Go just yal below. You see, so it is partly commercial. But in my reasoning, amun gami or Kericho. Kunyo look based in three things in that 1,000 acres. One, go town, Kericho town. Two, go either the referral hospital. And Antom Geogrian on the location of the referral hospital as we speak. But in that Geogrian, go somewhere around town. Kinde that 1,000 acres, part of it kinde referral hospital. Kundoki agriene kwa indara mungi tamuti tozi in Londiane agricho ko still ngunyori marete Londiane ne accommodate agonyori in other amenities well and good. We have no issue. But yeah, we have no issue with that. But my main interest as one of the leaders about that area, because this is international airport, so that we don't keep on begging Kelenjini sijui multinationals or nemwe 1 kilometer never runway. What is that? That is something na to mga understand anole. If really we want to amoniwe an international airport go futuristic. Remember, King Jabe International Airport in Eldoret. So many people didn't understand. Kiti even bigara mo ulinji. Kwa kilo goro ni lane kigure no heights chiboy chiboy limited in ki kuma njini ndege it kuri mwe direct. Yo jenyo kosungu kangoro ndisigoro kuri mwe. Kiguma so many things. But in the end, Eldoret kuma international airport they were only talking about the expansion of the runway as it with cargo. Yes. Cargo amunga ko na big nkuni ko ngala lenga kapte misyoji. You look for example fruits je exporten direct mawe chitunya igere nguno mawe jumi na ibashare kutumo gibu ba Nairobi to gitile ni ngoba Eldoret with the dual carriage of the international airport getile ngoba yoneta. Remember, Motindo International Airport, the neighboring, most of the neighboring counties, Motindo Nakuru, Motindo Nandi, Motindo Gagamega, Kurgenyoru International Airport. So you see, with this Eldoret, it's very vital. It is the same way in Kericho, Motindo the neighboring counties. Motindo Bomet, Motindo Gizi, Motindo Nyamira, Motindo Narok, Motindo, although we are working on the Narok one. Yeah, we are actually on stages, advanced stages, Motindo Nande. With an international airport in Kericho, let me tell you, that area will turn into a commercial hub. Kericho will become one of the latest commercial cities, a good destination of everybody. You turn these estates into a tourist attraction. You turn the Mau Forest, the adjacent to the estate. You get from Kericho Reyu, or you do you know you can do to low no give me out or waterfalls you meet the noriti or me waterfall never so ngonyo ne meet the noriti on and then you will be shocked. You get a jib ginab or tool jigitum guy. Okay, nobody access there because it is inaccessible. But you can do this cable cars. Chichome chumbek ne. You know it can akot chang diong ikemioto mi mozosiek, miten in Ndiriziek, miten Columbus, juto kuren in meta in mozosiek chuki koroitik. How many people will come and say ata bikibendi Rwanda kumotindo tiongi chukitindo Masai Mara lakini tindo osnet neu nebo Kericho. Nebwone chumbek nyokokere mozosiek, nyokokere in chimpanzees, nyokokere Columbus chukan koroitik chukan. Akobakach robinik kemwa. Kericho can be an international tourist attraction. Kwanza kabja inene ngong'et chito en town rewa cable car kubun chaik paka osnet iko. How beautiful is that? Akete juti lodges chikoron nea che mi orit. You know, these ideas you discussing but in good cake have now these 1,000 acres. Okay, no 400 acres in the international airport. Matingo lejita mami chita neripe Kericho. Why not? Kericho koron temperatures echi kukoron ne. Kuristo karan. Peke mi Kericho kukoron. A tourist will stay in Kericho even for 1 month.
Asiko mwanta mheshimiwa ne mache ketech ko kasarta kono amun
it is a time.
Kotindoi serikalit.
Correct.
Lakini kali asamu ngolen tuget agenge.
No, you know.
Ko tebi kole mi kibagenge nebo kondukab kolenjin amun ko kumwoe kele ko le cherargei korong ndege nebo kerenge ya stupi loje kambuzi
loje. Ko kolisi agre cherargei. But you see that is a reality. Maginyo kugela makwama the first lady.
Amoi chamwa ngebe kwa mngere ma chamuto mgebat ngito. Kale mami ka ndege ndege loje kambuto. Chitab kolenjin
Kericho.
Kimiten studio ak Joanna Ngeno MP nebo Murondo Kermeto age kiwekse na Matian.
Niko ba wiki niko sirtoi nebo sukul noton po Cavendish Primary School.
Hey babe, Aki, you won't believe the day I've had. It was seriously crazy. So this morning, I woke up super early because I had that meeting with my boss, you know? Well, it started off kind of rough because I spilled coffee on my favorite blouse. It was such a mess, but I managed to clean it up and I think my boss loved my presentation and he even complimented my ideas in front of everyone.
Now you my daughter Jane, amekuwa line busy the whole day. I suspect amepata ka boyfriend. Ni hiyo simu ya fiber neon smarter. Free fiber to fiber calls. Why are you sweating?
Well, that pretty much sums up my day. Sorry for blabbering on so much, but I just had to share it all with you.
Upgrade to the most affordable 4G network with Fiber Neon Smarter and Neon Ultra. Enjoy free fiber to fiber calls and get 65 gigabytes free. Available at fibershop.com or a fiber agent or dealer near you.
Niaje Chris bana.
Poa sana.
Niko na mteja, niko nataka kunipelekea Thika. Alafu manzi tutarusha kitu manzi biashara kumekauka kunoma manzi bana.
The whole day nimekuangalia, nimeona umepeana clients wako wote. So sikushua ni biz gani unafanya.
Nikwambie nimelipa insurance lakini agent wangu ni mteja. Nimempigia shiki simu alafu unajua sitaki kuriski mambo ya barabara pia mapolisi. Si mzuri.
Shida yako kabisa ni insurance. Insurance peke yake.
Epuka noma. Pata insurance ya gari yako sasa hivi na bima rahisi. It is easy, fast and affordable insurance. Chukua simu yako, bonyeza *409#. Fuata maagizo na upate insurance ya gari na nduthi bila stress. Bima rahisi, fast, easy and affordable insurance.
Chitab kolenjin ko ikamuch amonen tai ko emetab raini en studio ketindoi tondet noton ko MP nebo Murondo Joanna Ngeno. Keng'alale kotinye ak bandab tai nebo emet ibwat ile en nguni kotokomiten emoni King Charles III koboto kora Queen Hamila. Tos ne kelchin chekokinyoru ko missing kokotindoi makutik biikab emet. Koimongei bororiosiek chebo Talai ak chebo Kipsigis ak Nandi akomwa kole kakimoche kenyoru boroindo keng'al tugul en kibagenge asikomuch kemwochi rirekyok kotinye tukimokyinigei asikomuch kotoretech anan kosom nyoetab kat kobaten kotok emetab amut kole ng'andan koyan kole kibun kaimutik mising borwetab Kalenjin ak emet komugul kotinygei ng'alekab cheng'etab kandoinatet komwa kole makoi kesume noton kobate mamwa anan mosom nyoetab kat kotinygei ak noton. Tos lene kandoik kotinygei ak noton kobaten kakiwang'unon kimiten en nguni kotinygei ng'alekab bandab tai noton nebo emet. Kibagenge nebo kandoik tos une kandoik choton chebo Rift Valley kokotestai komwa kabarastoik kole uo mamiten en kibagenge kobun gazetisiek komwoe kole tos kakotoi kobit terchinet en kwenutab kandoik mising ko chemiten en komosta nebun President Dr. William Samoei Ruto kobaten mamache kemen en ng'utum en studio koyamuch amwaun kemiten ak MP noton nebo Emurua Dikir. Mheshimiwa kama ibo kamung'et kokamwa ng'alekab kibagenge nebo kandoikab Kalenjin noton kwaker karoskei kidogo cherargei ak CS noton nebo teksetab ortinwek Kipchumba Murkomen. Bomet akine kobole gavana nebo Bomet Barchok kolenen iye machamegei Bomet amun kalyan sikeraban chepkondok choton katakiboisien en bandab tai. Une kibagenge nebo boriet en nguni?
Atinye kamang'unet ale ingen ile ngeteche kot nelel kotom konam maat ngetech kot nelel kobeng'e sikonam maat. Yoche keib subenik chebo usonik, keib subenik chebo saunok ako chetakotuonen amun chetakotuonen komalale haraka, lale pole pole. Ko ngolal pole pole kochute maat inat akochut maat suswek. Kot ko ngobeku wikishek 3-4 arawet kokaburkeit kinam kilal telik
ako makobis sukot.
Kilal telik komei korobonu. Ko ndosisi akane serikalit koingen lelel takindoi subenik ma tomis konam maat ko ako subenik chu nginde ma kora koyendos ko ngoyen konan koyenji ak kotur kole tobi tomo kokura koristo kowekake. So atinye kamang'unet ale takombia tuguk chechang neyoche kemuitechin tuguk alak. Yoche kemuitechin alak amun kosib koetie maat anan kosib koetie chiyet mamat ko neonech one biik chechang iyet ko ndakakimuitechin kitikin kot konam maat kot kinam kilal emitik ak telik komekoronye kora koburkeit kot komekoone chi. Number 2 koongen ole Arap Ruto president ndoyo kokoik president mako regional leader.
Yes.
Meo kotinye nafas kobangani tuguk choket chebo bororiet amun kakonam emet tugul ako koker emet tugul mekokere kebeberta agenge. Kokangwo barak yuno konam ng'weny ireyu amun kotoyo ng'weny abruptly ako makiprepare ng'weny kozoean yo mamiten Arap Ruto amun kokwo barak. Tam achame akwan analogy nebo Jesu Kristo ak alamalaik amun kingo kotakomi Jesu kwamdote ko kitinye alamalaik ko kiprepareni alamalaik chu kongen kole there's a time no mondoi no wendi so ngot ko ma prepare bichu asikonai ele handlendo biik komami kusomboretikoni ng'olyonik cheibwa nyaamda. That is how he managed konet alamalaik ak mwishowe kokoi kora tamirmir amun kenai kole human beings are very weak. Konan akoi bichu tamirmiriet asi kotoretike nan ko chito kot ko master kotoret kidogo. Ko yekai ko kiprepare nech akine Arap Ruto lakini masib konai bororiet kole kait kasarta nekanam emet tugul Arap Ruto kokwo barak koik president mekuhusishonike zaidi on one ak issues chetindoi raia en ng'weny. Keng'et ngap kamaketindoi akechek a unifying factor. Ka unifying factor nenyon ko president lakini kakobunchi bororiet tugul kakobunchi ng'weny tugul mekotinye sikonyo kole nanya unifyen bororietab Kalenjin mekosiche konyo kong'ololsechi Kipsigis kong'ololsechi Nandi Keijo Tugen ano kakonam kong'ololsechi Kenya ngot konyor nafas konyoru kityo chebo counties ko counties kora kongenyor differently kotindoi kora different issues chema kotuchogei kora koik kibagenge. Ne kerenyun kumiten ina eventually it will come to pass. Miten disconnect na mara kabit en kwenetab barak ak ngweny kotiengei in mara institutions chekokiputen in place ak at the same time leadership chekokiputen in place komamuch komanagen the situation nemiten ground. Amache inai ile kitindoi MPs, kitindoi governors, kitindoi senators ak kitindoi ministers. Ne systemit netam komi en serikali kobo kototen konyolu koworken for example as a president ko responsibilities chechang chebo executive ko katuchi ministers.
Yes.
So kongen ministers you go serve on behalf of the president in constituencies, in the counties or regions. That is actually the responsibility of ministers. Kuhakikisha ngule anything nekomoche koyai president kuyo mami onyoe nekata president. Anything nekomoche president kokas from the ground kukose kukopuno nane as a minister kukoikityo kaiko conveyor belt.
Yes.
So those are issues chetum kai konget kora communities in understanding. Leadership nebo parliament should also be a relationship correlated between the ordinary people ak barak. You know they are representatives. They represent the people. Icheket cheyomege kuib ngalek chebo raia akuib koba barak. Ako kora ngale choto majibu chebo barak kuwiki raia. Ko you know at times kumoche kokewel kora kenyorin opportunity in most of the cases kesiten ak president kotienge kasisiek chechang yoe. Kobitu kora that disconnect. Mi governors akichek ko they are executive in their own right. Correlated between themselves ak raia chechik chendochin en county. At some point kora kusharing these challenges of president. And that should have been the situation. But when you look at the current situation, you say kumoe disconnect, a very big disconnect. These people who are delegating, kubi che nyolu kumoe chi kule nyolu as transparent as the Caesar's wife. Kayere amun kikiite kele Caesar's wife ko kichito nekitilil kabisa nekimokotindo kibergeja kitilil kabisa kotam kemwoitoen kele kandoindet nekokonin opportunity konyolu kotililitu boisionik kou chebo kwondab Caesar. Say that nyolu koboisie metitab inoni manyolu koboisie metinyin so much yanis malel nole manyolu kurisonen chito nyolu kurisonen lakini kuboisien ele komokto anan makutik chekobo noni ngou amun ikere ot kingebakach sinyala maliet kora ko kile Jesu Kristo oamden ak obatisan chito lakini kibatisanisien kainetab Baba nebo werit ak nebo tondoyet netilil molinjany ngotko nye
Boisien kainet.
Moles ngotko Joanna ko kabatisanindet komebe batisanisie ile kabatisanin en kainetab Joanna kainenyun Joanna ak nebo werit ak nebo tamirmiriet netilil kainetab Baba Jehovah nebo kabatisanisiet. So everybody nekakikoi responsibility konyolu ngoyoe kiyoto akine kumwoe koyoe kokongen kole kabatisanisiet anan kasobisiet anan katoretisie en kainetab chito nekakonon kasini anyalia anyayai.
Yes.
And that is how also sometimes we lose understanding. Say that ngotko kamwani iwu kole amoche keyai kit nekile region ini keyai kit nekile region ini keyai kit nekile county ini keyai kit nekile constituency ini kometindoi authority.
Yes.
Iwal kiyoto
En kwenet.
Ametinye authority iyai kiyoto kotor kouon ko nengu kotor kouon yoche kesiken favor from you anan koyoche kesomin zaidi asikorilianin asikoriyai anan yoche kekutungin asikoriyai. Nyolu kekaren out these responsibilities kou ele kamwoi neo nekobo kasit amun kakiyochin on his behalf. Ako kingen kele mekosiche nafas ichoto konyo bokotote konyolu koechek ketirtiri nyolu koechek kekebire nyolu kikoitenge you know yon imoche kora tamonet akane chechuk chemengechen sakane en ming'inindanyun sakane notindoi alenji olon kakonin kasit alen oyoe kounoni en constituency ibeyai kokingen ile koyokten MP nekikilewen ak iakten kouon iripresenten matiyakten kou ikinyine koba kasit noton kotor inetite iteben biik anan iwolchini biik iwekyini kouon koneng'ung kasit noton iniwekyi kut chito kokewekwon kasit nyolu ishildenon nyolu iyai kasit kou ele konyolu keyaita kisheria kotor inoitu koron konyokomwon biik kolelen kokiyoku chito kokoyoiwek kou ele kokemwa kongoi. Ko that is exactly the issue nekitindoi nguni. Ikere bolotet nemi Bomet, bolotet nemiten Kericho, bolotet nemi Nandi, bolotet nemi some areas. Ko kabor kele biik chekokikoi responsibilities kodeliveren komayai kounoton kouele maketab president. Kan kokanemen president kole amoche keyai oret nemi yu, keyai oret nemi yon, keyai oret nemi yon, akokonu responsibility kole u implementen ortinwechu. Bal oinet nemi yu, kebal silanget nemi yu, kebal beek chemi yu, kinde sitimet ireu, kinde sitimet yon, kinde sitimet yon. Keyai chubo agriculture en yu. Ko responsibility nebo ministers kuhakikishan kole kayai as a president wishes. Amun kizungukan president akoteben biik kole nyumoche keyoi ne, komwoe biik kole your excellency ndiibe kecherani ko kit nekimoche echek kononi. Ko kebeberta ko kit nekimoche kononi. Ko it is the duty of chito nekokikochi alamalet ak kikochi tamirmiriet koba kodeliveren kou ele komoche nekokonu tamirmiriet noton, not kou ele kemoche. Amun the moment nekebe deliveren kou ele kemoche, you will always, your interest will come first. However, the moment kumangu your interest, kokoriborchini tayari. Amun your interest will supersede the interest nebo chito nekayoku. And how will your interest supersede that one? Supersede ni amun mara kesich interest che mara kimi kit nekemoche. Inam iteben niyoe koron kokoiker koron ngosoven interest chekuk kiyoton nemoche yai. Mateker ile soven interest nebo emet. So in a way kosimonyor kora kondoik sikere komi konyonyet en kondoik kotom kora kenyoru kit nekikuren a unifying factor apart from the president. In fact, in preceding governments, kukimi kokazesi kibo members of parliament.
Yes.
Chiki informal.
Maro tinye nguni?
Kingele mara kakiyumke. Kindochin arap Rutage, kindochin akot Charles. Yes, correct. Ko nguni ingele kakisambaratishan biik en yu, ngebore keyom keyauto akure koba korenyun over 60 MPs. Amun kikilelen simakikoi nyikisindo president akitungunyo iraja kemoche kechop kokas nekikokosenen ak kemwoe kele weri koreng'ung nar kolele ne, koreng'ung tindirit kolele ne, koreng'ung chesumi kolele ne. Kikomboinendo ano issues ichu tugul asibit keib ko sautit agenge akor kobo kikoi president komoker kouon kakibwan as a tribal groupings ko kiyangechop, lakini you know challenges chemi kora ko nan keker groupings cheu chon kele anamoe kobangane kinam kora kecheng keboisien divide and rule ko besiot kora grupisiek cheu chon toku kele kokolian kokomwa chu. But you see, still in my mind elebane as leaders kunyolu ketindoi our own caucuses kukineu governors. Nyolu kotindoi caucuses. At some point kunyolu kotuyo governors, MPs, senators, or even PSs ak CSs chebo bororiet. Ak keng'alalen kele leye ongen ole makosiche nafas neo konyokoyai chu. But you see responsibility nekikone kononi. Kimoche kikoin akine ususindo neo. Kotko koron ngoitu kokonyokomwaat kityo kongoi komwoe biik raja kongoi kole kokemwa kongoi your excellency koit ainet nekile koit maendeleo chechu konyokosoten bichongi. So but you see those are challenges che mara komi, lakini kikose
konekere nguni amun owase omi ak raya So challenge ne ko tos muy kosotane ngalechu kotau wala kingpin ne kaker biik mu ko kere ngere neter kemwa ile much ko kakono kityo kimunje kut ne kotuyechi ngala.
Kongete vile
Ko kele ngone makomite yani ko na chemuket kole mi makosire ngalalan.
Ole mezi.
Ko koit barak.
Akole muy korongite ngot kwon nebo kejeret mwenyewe kolo kai korodi.
Na ko makine ngaleche kimpin lakini wo kolete.
Yekai ko
asiki wangu mheshimiwa kera kasarta.
Yes. Yekai ko ngololen ngalalet mi ngalalet ne ngololen ngune biik. Ako every election and every season of election koitu kinambia. Yeah. Every season of election koitu kinambia. Ako kiyoto nambia yon kakonyo kumo especially yon kobunu raia.
Movement.
It is a movement. Nemo mi nekito. Ikere in some other times ko kikonyo kit nekibo constitutional change. Konyo en karta age kit age kora nebo wave nebo leadership kile kage makiri kistoenge. For example, there was a campaign nekikokile kimache kistoenge kikure neo Bwana Hazalas kistoenge dynasties. That was a wave nekibo that time. Ukibae mbi or other idea. Kunyaga agine. This time round kukonyo kit ne mongen akane to mtia kuja kanole. To kikure ne ngolinji. Lakini in my own understanding amun you know kyakose akane akakose kumwoe biik kolelon kalya soma chundi laitoriat kotakomi namba 2 lala kingpin nebo emet ko president ko lala kin komach opchei bororiet ko lala komach olianen. But you see with me ko kyokerunen perspective age. One, this debate ko one koron ko Arap Ruto ko ma kingpin. Arap Ruto is the president of the Republic of Kenya. Kingpins ko che muy ko tolochik chebo kebeberwek.
Akocha.
Yon kakimach kewol en kolenji ko kingpin ko kemwa ile toloita. Amun okot kigelume kot kongen chi tugul kole mi kit nekelumdo ne kingpin. Nekakilumda kotelelen mara lumeiwek anan ko mara ko ketin alak tugul anat kotelelen tugun alak. Ko in my understanding ko president nebo Kenya me ko kingpin. Deputy president nebo Kenya mo kingpin ne kibore region ne kile, because those are national figures as an nebo national unity, a symbol of national unity, not a symbol of regional unity. Kaborunetab kibagengeitab bororiet Kenya actually mo bororiet emet Kenya mo symbol nebo kaumetab Kenya nebo bororiet.
Yes, kikosiryo
president nebo Kenya. So ko this discussion ko kobun ele kakujoita ane kaike this discussion kino kile tolochik ana ko toloita netelele Kimonjokut. Amun Kimonjokut ko ma president.
Yes.
Ko telele buch. Moche tolochik chetelele. Ako tolochik chu kotindo information chechang. Tindo information ko terekta Kimonjokut ko telele. Tindo kora nini ko terekta ng'weny. Kaikere. Ako mi kora ele muche koyai. So
ako tugul kobo kamanut.
Kemwoe kole ile kichama besho Arap Ruto.
Yes.
Nekibo regional caucus. Ko kikikuren ne betunot. Kikikuje chairman nebo caucus. Caucus kandoik tugul chekibo Rift Valley at that particular time. Ko kingpin nekibo
mimi nekibo Western.
Nekibo Western.
Nekibo Nyanza.
Kimi nekibo Nyanza. Kimi nekibo Central. Kimi nekibo Mombasa.
So robo tuyo tugul.
So konyo kotuyo tugul ko ike lumeiwek so kotuyechi Kimonjokut agenge. You see? And that was not something nekikuren in kimoche kotopolen neki existent. In fact kingololen kolelen kimoche ngalalenyon kiwomechin chito agenge asikoib ngalalane kobo koityi chito neo na mara makiiti tugul. So that is actually the essence netinye biik nguni. Nekole kalli ale mo kitinye tolochik le kalli ale mo mondo ngalechu le mi shida reu le mi konyonyet reu le mi bolotet reu le ngebare keteben inoni kole mane bare keteben kule biik kalli amo ngecheng tolochik chekitie ngweny asimakitigil nyorte no konyarat ulie ngweny
Wawet police. Mheshimiwa kakeit let.
Nebo in.
Ako ito ay somo.
Nebo that.
Ngaliot nebo let kityo 1 minute mheshimiwa. Nakunin yung mga ngaliot nebo let matina soman maswali amu ko acha kora kemach kiarorun. Ngaliot nebo let kityo en biik cheker chebo kalenjin en nguni. Mising ko summarize ngalechuto chu.
Ngaliot ane nebo let namache akoi bororietab kalenjin amache alenji mi bororiet kibagenge. Ako mi kimonjokut komie nename bororiosiek tugul chebo Kenya mi komie. Koi kityo ng'eliebwogik mornok chebwone ngweny ana ng'eliebwogik chebwone ngweny chekemoche kechikil komie. Amache asom kora komotinji amache asom biik chekikikoi responsibility president konai kora ele handolendoi biik. Ingekonin kasit kele uyoywon kasit koteb kole ana ung'ololchinewon biik koteb kole ko kandoik chekilewen biik komamoche kereny amamoche kewagen amamoche inyon ibarng'any kandoik kotor koike yon kaberberikitu ana yon kaike biik chemachikil biikab boror kingoleweni. Kimi ng'alalanan kimi Bomet ak ng'alalan nekimiten Nandi ko amache amwoi atikon amun karakong'ak ane omebore silet akwo chi neming'in. Kandoinatet ngu nebo county ngu nebo executive ngu nebo ministers keheshimange kimoe keheshimange ngumi mahitaji chemoche raia kiwolchi kora en miindo ngumi rirek chetindo wananchi chekokoyo kandoik konyokoteb kiyochi kora kiwolchi en oret nekaran. Ngumi boisionik chekokokon neo kole obopcheiten boisionichu koba gaa kepcheita transparently akoityi kebeberta age tugul amun aibu sait agenge nyokemwa kele mosich ireu okosich ireu chechang kosir chechang ko kimoe konai chitugul kole lagok kibokoyok ako kimoche ngepcheito amitwogik kokakinde kirebeita kepchechi lakwet age tugul kokergei mat kele koet nebo noni amun in sosoyo ana kele koet nebo noni amun in tindo kiratet kingen ine mi netindo kiratet ne mara kosib kowach sib korir lakini kimoche ngepcheito tuguk kepcheita tuguk koyom bororiet komie asimakikochi aibu neo amun ingoi neo asikonyor bolotet ako kikikonech kasit kesuten koibu ne koi neo kotor kekas kele king'ololoti echek king'ololote kobendi radio ana ko echek kibwone TV reu kemwoe kelelen kokebononi kokeseretie koibu neo nea ako kitindoi jukumu ko kikandoik kesuten ng'alechoto. So responsibility nomoche abokokyi kandoik chetindo cheo age tugul koboton ane ongesuten issues chekitindoi akebakach chekisoseke akebakach chekichomeke akebakach chekitilotige kelyek akebakach chekose age tokistoage sikobityi ana takilyo inoni akebakach ine tuguk chekikose takilazimisan ot kandoik alak kokutungechok sikonyor kit nemoe. Kikoba kandoinatet cheuchon. Kimi nguni a very democratic state. Makikutungchi chi en chu kemwa kityo kele kimoe kit nekile lakini chekibore le lazima nyon ikutunye en office ana lazima nyon iliana ko kiba chon akaraja ak kandoik alak kikimi karato. So
kongoi mheshimiwa. Kongoi mising mheshimiwa. Iye kalabat kasarta kot mising. Katebe biik ot Paul Jekwan kale konekten cha Kass FM kobaten sinyon Kass FM kale chi kale Paul Jekwan sinyon Kass FM. Bidap kolenjin kakile betab rent tuite tango kale ngobekunote konyitu ot mising kobaten iye kiamne nemakituch ne ngityoton amun kakemech kora koitit age noton itun en ketesiet nebo Kass TV. Kainenyu ko Shadrack Mutai.
Niko ba wiki niko sirtoi nebo sukulit noton po
Kalenjin ladies way, you looking beautiful.
Yaani usikii kuna demu nafaa nimuite kwangu lakini sasa simu yangu ina